So, what's the one thing on people's mind? Parties. Now, for the few people in this world that don't know me, you may be asking yourself, what does this guy have the authority to speak about such a topic? Well, I have you know, despite only speaking to roughly 25 people in my entire life, I am very experienced, having watched a wealth of television and movies. I'll also note that I come highly recommended by a number of people.
So, you arrive at the party, the music's bumping, there's a guy that's way too sweaty and has his shirt off, despite it only being 5 minutes into the function. You don't have one shoe on, so you're standing a little lopsided.
Your next objective is to identify certain groups, certain social circles that are going to be placed in different areas around the party. And then you are going to want to infiltrate and penetrate into those groups. Now, I've taken the liberty of preparing some groups and situations and even some voice lines that you can use to help adjust yourself into these groups. Now, there are a couple ways that you can get in with the popular kids. You can, one, either be cool, like I am. What's up, brah? Yeah. Buy 182. That's not that. If you're not cool, like I am, you're gonna have to rely on being an alcoholic. Yeah, man. IPAs, more like IBDs. I be drinking. Nice. Alright, now we're talking about getting in with the skaters. So, how are you gonna do that? Well, you can either, roll it up and impress them with your skater lingo. Oh. What's up, skaters? Kick back? I'd rather kick flip, you know what I mean? And say you have to strike out or, have to bail on that. Well, you can always, identify a unique population within the skaters and target them as an entry point. Yeah, no, dude, I'm right there with you. I think rollerblading is a real sport too. Skaters also might be a group where you can use some unconventional entertainment methods. Yeah, you guys ever had any, Claritin? My mom doesn't let me leave the house without it. Now we're moving on to servers. There's a couple ways to approach this one too. You can either wiggle your way in by identifying a common interest or dislike that you share. What's up, you sexy surfers? Hang loose, by the way. Yeah, bikers? I totally dislike them. If you happen to, oh wow, on that, you can always resort to the safety net of acting like you really, really like water. Oh yeah, me? Yeah, man, I practically live in the water. Get compared to dolphin like all the time. Now, a final group that is pretty easily identifiable is the TikTokers. Those are the people that are most likely going to be repeating the same 3 or 5 dance moves no matter what song plays that night. You can spend the 30 minutes that it takes to learn one of these dances and then just continue to do that dance with them all night. Hey, what's up, TikTokers? You get it. Oh, you guys see that new dance?
Renegade.
Ooh, it's fire, right? It's lit! Or if you happen to notice a trend on TikTok, you can bring it up to the group. Maybe they haven't heard of it yet. And they'll be appreciative that you are helping them spread such a fantastic trend. I see. I hashtag every post Chris Evans, but that brings in about 30% of my views. You don't pick Chris Evans, I'm already doing Chris Evans, but maybe you could do a Hemsworth. They're still pretty popular right now. Not as, it's not 2016, but it. Well, there you have it, folks. Now, it's not every group that's going to be at a party, but that should give you a pretty good start. Oh, well, if all else fails, there's always the social outcast / bookworm group that you could get into, but if you're watching this video, well, you probably don't need any tips on how to hang out with that group. It just kind of comes natural.